Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to greet the McCombs School of Business Texas Master of Science in Business Analytics Class of 2014. Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Hassler, and I'm the Program Director for the Master of Science of Information, Risk, and Operations Management degree in Business Analytics. It is my distinct honor and privilege today to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for our first graduating class of the Master of Science in Business Analytics degree. Graduation ceremonies are happy occasions for all involved, the students, family, friends, and faculty, and this one is no exception. However, I would argue that this one is quite exceptional along several other dimensions. Graduates, you are part of the first class of a brand new program at this venerable institution. It is not often that the University of Texas at Austin creates new programs. So when it does happen, it adds to the celebratory air. To that end, I want to take a moment to not only say congratulations, but also to thank you for your confidence in the faculty and the program staff as we put together this program in analytics. But it was your hard work, your skills, and your talent that really made the difference. Again, thanks for looking to UT and our program to continue your education. You can't have a great academic program without top-notch faculty. We've been particularly blessed with some of the very best faculty from across the McCombs School and the rest of the University of Texas campus. Faculty, without you, we could not have accomplished what we celebrate here today, and we hope you will accept our heartfelt thanks. I want to specifically recognize the faculty who are with us today: Genaro Gutierrez, Sandy Leeds, Douglas Morris, John Moat, Kumar Muthuraman, Frankel Terhofstede. Thank you. The full list of faculty teaching in our program is in your printed program. You'll hear more today about the role that our corporate sponsors have played in creating and developing this degree program, and yes, hiring our students. I particularly want to thank our partners from Wal-Mart and Deloitte Consulting for the early and substantial commitment they made to this program that enabled us to move so quickly to get it off the ground. Additionally, we have representatives from several of our corporate partners and recruiting companies, and we want you to know how much we appreciate your involvement with our program and your trust in the quality of the students who are graduating today. Today's celebration is also exceptional for the faculty and staff, and we get to reflect upon where we've been and how far we've come in such a short amount of time. Many of us have remarked at how fun it is to see our first set of graduates complete this program. Some of you may not realize that this program was only authorized by the state of Texas to start accepting applications in June of 2012, and we opened the applications that September. This class contains students from all over the world with a wide variety of backgrounds that include someone who worked as a Peace Corps volunteer in Africa, a sociologist who studied the factors behind successful marriages in China, 3 math teachers, a sports writer, a professional musician with a label and a contract, no less, an entrepreneur from India, a professional poker player, and several authors of published articles on topics related to analytics. Each of you brought something unique to the program, and you will always have a special place in our hearts as our first class of analytics students. It was a big thrill for us when you showed up last August, and it is an even bigger thrill to see you finish this program and earn your degrees this weekend. You should know that you have exceeded our very high expectations, and you have made us very happy that we could start this program with such a strong group of students who would uphold and enhance the reputation of the school. You are a testament to the excellence of the university and McCombs, and you've earned a rightful place alongside the other stellar graduating classes that we regularly produce. Among our great faculty and staff, I do want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible group that developed and runs this program. Please indulge me and let me take a moment to say thank you to Hillary Patterson and Candace Lewis. Hillary is the first person hired after me, and she is critical to the success of our program launch. You all know that Hillary was very likely the first person you ever talked to at UT about this degree. This program wouldn't be where it is without Hillary. Thank you, Hillary. Candace joined Hillary and me just a few weeks before you joined us on campus and has delivered a level of energy, enthusiasm, and professionalism that is unrivaled among her peers. In fact, we all know now we need to consider what would Candace do, all right? In her primary role as the person responsible for career services and corporate relations, Candace has made an enormous impact on our program and has played a pivotal role for many of you in your career searches. Please join me in recognizing both Hillary and Candace and their tremendous work on this program. Furthermore, today's ceremony is exceptional because this class of wonderful, high-quality graduates is relatively modest in size compared to other programs at UT. So for all of us, but perhaps especially the family members and friends who've joined us, rest assured. This is the commencement version of a sprint or perhaps a medium-distance run, not a marathon. We all promise to make this a celebration you can enjoy, not have to endure. So before we proceed, let's just take a moment to enjoy today, to appreciate what it means to start a new graduate program at the University of Texas, and most importantly, to recognize these students and their commitment and hard work. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the Chair of the Department of Information Risk and Operations Management, Dr. Prabhadev Kanana. Dr. Prabhadev Kanana, one second. Dr. Prabhadev Kanana has been the chairman of the IROM department since September of 2011 and is a university distinguished teaching professor and holds the William H. C. Centennial Professorship in Business. Dr. Kanana received his B.Tech in Chemical Engineering from the National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, which is in India, and his MBA and PhD from the University of Arizona. His research and teaching interests are in global sourcing, e-business value assessment, and virtual communities. Dr. Kanana is a recipient of the National Science Foundation Career Award and holds virtually every major teaching award conferred by the University of Texas and the McCombs School of Business, and we would be here all day if I listed them all, so I won't. The key item, and I think most important for today, is that you should know about Dr. Prabhadev Kanana is that the degree you are receiving today is his baby. It's his brainchild. Without his leadership, tenacity, and passion for this degree and the opportunity it represents for you, the students, and our department and school, we wouldn't be here today. Before I get accused of trying to curry favor with my boss, just let me say Working for a visionary is tough. I, along with Hillary and Candace, have been pushed and cajoled and pulled toward goals for this degree that at times seemed impossible. The result of that vision and drive is sitting before you today, 50 graduates with master's degrees in business analytics. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you Dr. Prabhadev Kanana.
Thank you, Dr. Hassler. It was very generous. Now I have to get back to my speech here. First, congratulations to the graduating class of 2014. Every graduating class is special, but you are very precious to us as the inaugural class. You have set a very high bar for every incoming batch, not only at UT, but nationwide, with your exceptional background and achievements. I'm not exaggerating that. It's not a feel-good statement, but backed with data. However, it is not big data, small data. I want to give few examples. There are many who have done a lot, but I just want to pick few of them to demonstrate the incredible intellectual capital that you have. And I want to mention a few of them. Eduardo Coccaro, Elizabeth Jones, and Zhao Chi Liu, I get their name right, presented their project on unlocking business value from big data at the 2014 Retail Industry Leaders Association, and later published an article in Loss Prevention magazine. They worked on the real data with a large retailer to model risk, detect fraud, and reduce losses. Alex Jones published an article on top 10 data analysis tools for business, and another on data science, bridging the business and IT gap, and popular analytics websites. The inaugural class case competition sponsored by IBM Noiti campus was won by our analytics students. The group, aptly named Data Nerds, won the university-wide competition. So congrats, Alex Jones, Elizabeth Jones, Michael Sherman, Jihan Liu. Congratulations for winning that first case competition that was university-wide. Consequently, IBM published a video featuring Mike Sherman on unlocking the value of IBM Watson. And believe it or not, I keep watching all the blogs. Nicole White writes her adventures in analytics blogs, very interesting stuff. And Granger Huntress tracks sentiments during football games and how they change during the game, pretty impressive. You have put your learning into practice right from the start. And I haven't seen in my 19 years anybody publishing articles other than the classwork. This is a pretty impressive set of students. You're also special that you trusted us to provide the best educational experience in business analytics, despite not having any data about how good we are. It is exciting to see you graduate today. However, I'll confess, the experience is like new parents expecting their first child. There was a great deal of anxiety, anticipation, and excitement. When we launched this program in fall 2012, we had a number of questions. Will we get any applications? Who are the applicants? How many will join? Will they get jobs? And most interesting thing, and most important one, will we break even? Otherwise, I know what happens with the dean. Every day, yes. Every day I was bugging Hillary and Dr. Hassler for status on applicants. I was checking Google AdWords analytics page every hour to see who is searching and where they are searching from. When we launched our website, for many months, we were on the 10th page of Google search. It was pretty depressing to see that. We used every strategy we teach in improving search marketing. I'm glad that today, McCombs appears first on organic search for MS Business Analytics programs. It was morning ritual for us to log in to see the number of applicants and academic record. At the end, we received a record number of applications. We had the best incoming class in the nation, and nobody has a size other than one program of this size. I'm proud that many universities have followed us to launch their own analytics program, and you have set a very high bar to compete, and I know most of the program's leaders, and I can tell you that they're all struggling to find good candidates. Although this program is hosted in Information Risk and Operations Management Department, this program is truly interdisciplinary that cuts across our department, IROM, marketing, finance, accounting, computer science, and engineering, which means we had to get approval for the university from 30 faculty members, written approval that they're going to participate in this. A big thank you to every faculty member who's teaching in this program. Without their commitment, we had little chance to succeed. Our reputation and your achievements reinforce the extraordinary trust many of you recruiters have placed on us. Since this is an inaugural batch, I would like to take this opportunity to thank several individuals who worked with us from the proposal stage and responsible for today's great event. And those of you who are not aware of how the process is, it's pretty daunting. In fall 2011, Dr. Kevin Nauka, the director of the IBM Research, presided over the first meeting at McCombs to begin discussion about this program. Ms. Kay Cullum of Wal-Mart heard that we are starting an MIS program, contacted me and worked with Mr. Holley, today's commencement speaker, to provide us substantial seed funding to launch this program, and we truly appreciate that support. This was quickly followed by Mr. Jonathan Trishel of Deloitte Consulting to provide another round of funding to launch this program. Since then, many other companies have worked very closely with us, and I thank all these companies and individuals. This all began when Dean Gilligan and Senior Associate Dean Paul Newman appointed me as chairman of the IROM department. I had prepared some great set of slides to show why we should start analytics program. They didn't see the slides, but just said, just do it. Without their active support in initial seed funding, we could never have launched this program. Thanks, Dean Gilligan and Dean Newman. Without your support, this day would not have been possible. Thank you. I'd also like to thank our staff member, Caroline Walls. I'm not sure if she's here. Okay. Who created the first website for this program and also created the first marketing, the analytics page, everything on Google back in summer 2012. Thank you for doing that. And most importantly, I need to recognize Dr. Mike Hassler, Hillary Patterson, and Candice Lewis. What can I really say about them? Their energy, passion, and commitment are unmatched. I know how much they care about every one of you. I'm not exaggerating. They literally jump in joy. They high-five each other every time a student accepts our admission offer, and every time a student received a job offer. They work as a great team with laughter and energy that is the joy to work with them. They deserve our appreciation, and one more time I would like to do that. Thank you, Candice, Hillary, and Mike. You are an incredible team. I'd like to especially acknowledge Dr. Hassler. I'm not exaggerating, I've not seen anyone work harder and more passionate than him to bring the best to the students. Even when he had medical emergencies in his family, not one, several, he would call from the hospital every day to work with prospective students and industry partners. With Dr. Hassler, the work never stops. He's truly inspired me and everyone around, and he deserves a Texas-sized thank you. Your degree is extraordinarily valuable. We are the only STEM-approved degree in McCombs, that is science, technology, engineering, math. Just as an aside, for over 4 decades, our program degrees were officially classified under Office Administration degree. And if you are shocked to know what it is, the department once taught typing, advanced typing, transcription, shorthand, and other critical skills required for running an office. We have come a very, very long way. You're all data nerds today. To end, you are one of the greatest ambassadors of our program, and your success is our success. Good luck as you commence your next phase in your life journey. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the Dean of the McCombs School of Business, Tom Gilligan. Dean Gilligan joined the McCombs School of Business as Dean in September 2008, and with overwhelming support from all stakeholders, was reappointed to continue as the Dean starting this fall. Dean Gilligan holds the Centennial Chair in Business Education Leadership. Prior to his appointment at the McCombs School, he held several key administrative roles at the Marshall School of Business at University of Southern California. Dean Gilligan is an economist with particular expertise in the areas of microeconomics, applied price theory, industrial organization, antitrust economics, and public choice. In addition to his illustrious academic career, Dean Gilligan also served as a consultant to businesses in the entertainment, agriculture, service, construction industries, dealing with antitrust and contract issues, as well as pricing strategies. Before bringing Dean Gilligan up here, though, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank him for his leadership and for the fact that we are standing here today. At every opportunity, he has promoted our program with external stakeholders nationwide. He has given me and Dr. Hassler prime time to talk to our advisory council and industry folks. His support was unwavering and complete. Thank you, Dean Gilligan, for all your help and leadership in launching this new program and everything you have done for the McCombs School of Business. On that note, please join me in welcoming Dean Gilligan as we turn toward today's programs over to him.
Well, thank you, Prabhat, and welcome everybody. Good morning. As the Dean of the McCombs School of Business, it is my honor and pleasure to join the parents, relatives, friends of the inaugural class of MSBA program for this commencement celebration. During your academic pursuits, you formed strong bonds with your classmates, built trust across different personalities, and extended your network for years to come. I hope you enjoy it and take full advantage of it. You've brought passion to your education, and it's a passion I'm certain will translate into success in your careers and into the future. As you make your way, I want to encourage you to build upon that trust, value those networks, and reinvest that passion through your continued involvement in McCombs. This is now the promotional part of my speech, right? I want you to just appreciate that you're one of the nearly 90,000 alumni of the McCombs School of Business and one of the nearly 500,000 Texas Exes from the University of Texas. I'd like for you to think about joining an alumni network, stay involved with our MSBA program, help become a leader in that program, and help it go on to even greater feats in the future. One of the interesting things about a program is that if you come back to this graduation in years to come, each year, Prabhat, I'm certain will say the following thing, or a variant of the following thing, that this is the best class we've ever seen. Now, you should never take that as an insult to this class. You should take it as a fact, or a testament of the fact, that we continue to increase the brand value of the MSBA each and every year by admitting and training great professionals like yourselves, and you should bask in the glow of future accomplishments of graduates of that program. So I want to congratulate you for being a part of that. I would also like to take this time, as I'm sure that many of the students will want to take this time as well, to recognize the individuals behind the scenes for many of these students. And I'm talking about here the parents, the friends, the spouses, and children. Graduate school can be an intense and very stressful time, and I'm sure that some of you feel as though you went through this program as well with your graduate. Students, let's take a minute to recognize and thank those who are here today who supported you as you went through this program. Thank you very much. Please join me in here. Our commencement speaker today is Mr. Charles Holley, a McCombs BBA alumnus who continually demonstrates a deep commitment to this school. Mr. Holley serves as the Chief Financial Officer and Executive Vice President of Wal-Mart Stores, where he is responsible for accounting and control, business planning and analysis, internal auditing, and several other key areas of the business. Since joining Wal-Mart in 1994, he has held several roles, including Senior Vice President of Finance, Principal Accounting Officer, and Chief Financial Officer for Wal-Mart International. Mr. Holley has been instrumental in helping pioneer the company's international expansion initiatives, which include leading Wal-Mart International's merger and acquisition activities. Prior to joining Wal-Mart, Mr. Holley worked for the Tandy Corporation as Managing Director for its European Memorex Consumer Product Division, and he also spent more than 10 years with Ernst & Young. Along with his BBA and accounting degree from UT, Mr. Holley also has an MBA in finance from the University of Houston. Perhaps most important for today's celebration, Charles was personally instrumental in securing the significant financial commitment from Wal-Mart to support the launch of the MSBA program. It was Charles' leadership that helped provide Wal-Mart's groundbreaking public support of the program that helped convince UT administration of the real need for graduates of a master's degree in business analysis, and support aided the rapid approval of the initial process through the university officials. Charles, we're forever thankful for what you did to help launch this program for us. It's my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Mr. Charles Holley.
Thank you. Good morning. That's really good. I like that. That's a good way to start the morning. Thanks, Dean Gilligan and Dr. Konana and Dr. Hassler and the other members of the UT faculty. Congratulations to the family and friends here today, and most of all to the graduates of the McCombs Masters of Science in Business Analytics. I'm honored to be here and giving the commencement speech, but timing can be very important in life, and I've had some bad timing. I hope you saw Admiral McRaven's commencement speech a few weeks ago at for the spring graduates. It is the best commencement speech you will ever hear. It went viral. It already has well over 2 million hits on YouTube. So my bad luck, I have to follow Admiral McRaven. Thank you, Dean Gilligan.
as the Dean said, this is a particularly exciting time for McCombs, especially since, as he said, this is the best class that McCombs has ever put out for the MS Business Analytics program. I know you're the first, but it is the best, but we know it's a great class. And you are really pioneers. Please know that we are all very excited and we are very proud of you. Some of you may have heard the story about how Wal-Mart became involved with this program, but I think it's worth repeating, especially today. A little over 2 years ago, I had just returned from a trip to San Bruno, California, where Wal-Mart's global e-commerce team is headquartered. It's a fast-growing part of Wal-Mart. It grew almost 30% last year. It represented a third of Wal-Mart's total revenue growth. It also relies heavily on data, specifically on analyzing and reacting quickly to the massive volumes of data that Wal-Mart generates. And although we have approximately 1,600 associates based there, it became apparent that we were still behind the talent curve if we wanted to become truly world-class. Now, Wal-Mart was using big data already. We use it to understand who our customers are, what they're buying, why they're buying, when they're buying, how they're buying. But we needed more people who really understood how to analyze and interpret data at deeper levels. So I made a note. The next time I talk to Dean Gilligan, I have to get him thinking about a new degree. Well, great minds must think alike. Because the very next day, my lead university recruiter, which you heard about a minute ago, Kay Cullum, came into my office. Kay told me about this new degree that McCombs wanted to offer, dealing with analyzing big data. We could help the school get the degree off the ground. It didn't take much convincing. We've already reaped some benefits from this program. Some of your capstone projects are already changing the way that we predict future outcomes. One project focused on our sales data, looking for indicators to support our hunch that our customer traffic patterns were shifting. The team found small but very significant shifts that will help us better match our labor needs with customer traffic, which in turn will help us reduce unnecessary cost and improve our ability to service our customers. Another group of you looked at our repository of casualty claims to see which courses of action tended to produce the best outcomes. That project can be very meaningful to a company like Wal-Mart that processes well over 100,000 claims a year. There's also a project focused on Walmart.com. One of your teams poured through a complicated data set to better predict customer retention and identify habits that lead to repeat purchasing. Now, these and other projects are transforming the way we function, and they required some very skilled folks like yourself that can really dive into the data. Know that the skills that you've mastered here at McCombs are incredibly high demand and will make a big difference to companies like Wal-Mart. Now, I know I'm the only thing probably between you and your degree, so I'm going to keep the rest of my remarks brief, but I'd like to share some thoughts that I hope may help you in your careers. First, don't abandon the method of thinking and what you've mastered here at McCombs. Take it with you. A lot of people know how to slice and dice big data, but what businesses really need today are people who can actually interpret what the data means. In the last year, you spent a lot of time learning how to use big data and how to interpret what it might mean. Use that skill. It will be one of your most important competitive advantages. Second, always strive to be the best you can be. We call it striving for excellence at Wal-Mart. It really just means you're always open to learning and changing for the better. It also means staying open to change. It's the same for people and companies. If you aren't changing and growing, you're dying. Change has certainly been the key to Wal-Mart's success, going right back to our founder, Sam Walton. Wal-Mart didn't become a Fortune 1 company by always doing the same over and over again. And guess what? Striving for excellence means a willingness to fail. It's a necessary part of growing. At Wal-Mart, we certainly have had our share of failures. I bet most of you don't know that Wal-Mart used to own a drugstore chain, an odd lots chain, a shoe company, just to name a few of our failed ventures. Now, we may have failed, but we didn't fail to learn from our experiences. When confronted with lemons, go out and find a recipe for lemonade. One of our failures was a joint venture with Tom Thumb, where we developed a hypermarket. We built 5 of these stores, and they all failed miserably. But you know what? We learned from those failures and used that knowledge to develop something called a supercenter. And it's arguably the most accessible retail format ever developed. It grew out of failure. Third, stay humble and patient. That's not always easy. However, the greatest people I have known have those two qualities in remarkable supply. They learn to run with the crowd, and when the time's right, they lead the crowd from the front. They don't peel off and do their own thing. If you're in too big of a hurry to succeed individually at the expense of others, you'll never get there. Fourth, always act with integrity. It's easy to live a lie. It's courageous to live the truth. Business today is wrecked with stories of executives who don't practice good judgment or ethics. If you wouldn't want your words or actions on the front page of the Wall Street Journal or the local newspaper, then don't say and don't do it. And by the way, act with integrity in all aspects of your life. Not only will you be a better person, but a much happier person also. Fifth, be nice. I know it sounds silly, but I can't tell you how helpful it will be in your career to treat all people with kindness and respect, even those people you really don't like. It actually takes much more energy being a rude and selfish person than it does to be a nice person. At Walmart, we have something called the 10-foot rule, or it's the 3-meter rule if you're outside the U.S. It's another Sam Walton idea, and it means that you should always acknowledge a person who comes within 10 feet of you. It doesn't matter who that person is, how much power they may or may not have. Start practicing the 10-foot rule today. It won't cost you a thing, and I will guarantee that you'll be a better and more successful person for it. And sixth and last, pay it forward. In your life and your career, and even here at McCombs, you had people pulling for you. You may not have even known it, but I promise there were people rooting for you, helping you, and praying for you. And I see some parents and spouses out there probably nodding. It's true that one kind gesture to a person can make a huge difference to people and to the world. Maybe it's giving to McCombs so someone else can have the same opportunity that you have. Maybe it's taking your personal time to mentor someone. Maybe it's just opening the door for someone. Pay it back by paying it forward. You will get back much more than you give in the long term. Your time at McCombs has given you powerful tools. Use them. There isn't a script for life after McCombs. When you start that great job you have or you will have soon, and you're sitting in your office all alone, hoping no one knows that you really don't have a clue what you're doing, know that you really are prepared. There are few major changes in life that don't make you feel uncomfortable. Embrace that discomfort and know it's only temporary. Nothing worth doing is easy at first, but know that you've got what it takes. So, to the inaugural graduates of the McCombs MS in Business Analytics, I say congratulations on your great achievement this day. Go out, change the world, make it a better place than you found it. Thank you, and hook 'em horns.
Thank you, Charles, for your inspiring remarks and dedication to the McCombs School of Business and to our program. We appreciate it. It is now time to present our Commencement Award to the outstanding student for this year as chosen by classmates. This award goes to the student who has contributed most significantly to a positive educational environment through their work ethic, collaboration, and scholarship. I want to emphasize that this award is given by fellow students. When we first put this idea in place, Hillary, Candace, and I were worried about ensuring that this would be a fair process. We talked through what to do about a tie, how we would handle runoffs, and when it got down to it, we really didn't need to worry because this vote wasn't even close. Before I reveal the name, however, let me share some of the comments this person's classmates shared. This person is exceptionally helpful and driven towards understanding the material. He's been a hugely positive impact on the class and always a great team member. Another person says, this person contributes to a positive environment in class. He is very social and engages in conversation with a wide variety of people in the class and is very helpful and friendly. And I have to add for myself, this person was an unconventional choice to be a part of this class as he doesn't fit the normal profile of a master's student. He's a sports geek, an on-air color commentator, and a sports analytics blogger. Depending upon whom he interacts with in the class, he's a friend, a big brother figure, and in some cases, a go-to expert on a variety of topics. And he'll be happy to share those with you at length, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. By now, the class has figured out who I'm talking about, and I'd like the person I am honored to call my student and my friend, Granger Huntress, to come forward to accept this award. So he's not going to sit down. We're going to keep him busy here. One of Granger's accomplishments this year is that he served as the elected representative from our program to the Graduate Student Assembly. In that role, we've asked Granger to present the Outstanding Faculty Award. So Granger, while you're here.
All right. You got to flip. Oh, I'm the orange. You switch pages on me. There you go. All right. I got to stick to the script because I'm crying. Faculty, staff, family, friends, and my fellow students, I'm honored to be standing here to present the Students Faculty Appreciation Award. I want each and every faculty member to know how much our class appreciated their hard work, dedication, and concern, not only for our learning, but also our futures and ultimately our well-being as individuals. This first year was difficult for all of us, and the faculty included. To all the faculty and staff, we say thank you very much. The faculty member we are recognizing this morning has been with us from the very beginning. He started with boot camp and rejoined us later in the second semester. His dry sense of humor and daily greeting of, "Good morning, business analysts," was always good for a smile. From his soothing voice to his amazing subject notes, he was always a stabilizing force in a wild and busy year. He was also never afraid to take off his jacket, loosen his tie, roll up his sleeves, and squeeze every last ounce of meaning from the variables. So it is my honor to present Dr. Tom Sager with the Faculty Appreciation Award from the 2014 MS in Business Analytics class.
It's actually, today I'm Tom Sager. So I have to do this, right? Tom and his broken, no. Tom is unfortunately not able to be here with us due to a travel schedule. And as he and I talked about this award, I let him know a few days ago that this was going to be happening, and he tried very hard to make a change that would allow him to be here to no avail. He asked me to read this to you today. So this is coming from Dr. Sager. You know what's coming, don't you? Good morning, business analysts. The subject for today's class is not statistics. Rather, it is a celebration of the journey that you have begun. Unfortunately, I cannot be there in person to share the celebration with you, as I am beginning a long-planned journey of my own. As you hear these words, I am gazing out my airplane window as the island of Maui approaches on the horizon, and thinking about principal components. No, make that pina coladas. Your journey will be longer than mine. You are our first class. You are like our first offspring, and like caring parents, we have tried to equip you with the best analytical tools possible for your journey. But now, it is up to you to see what you can make of them. It has been my pleasure to have been your teacher in boot camp and in unsupervised learning. And this is a note to parents, do not be concerned about the unsupervised part. It is not what you think. I am deeply honored that you have chosen to recognize me for my contribution to your education among all of the outstanding faculty in our program. When I learned of your award, I was so excited. If I were there, I would be really pumped. Know that I wish you the best always. You are a great class, and yay, statistics! Right? And he wanted me to do the yay, statistics. So that's from Dr. Sager. And now, It is time to individually recognize the members of the McCombs School of Business, MS in Business Analytics graduating class of 2014. So if I can have the Dean and Dr. Kanana. Ambuj Agarwal. Madhushree Agarwal. Randy Ackerman. Pingshai Kao. Brian Chan. Eduardo Cacaro. Christian Corona. Megan Croxton. Cody Custer. Likita Devareddy. Ying Du. David Dunn. Yunlu Gao. Garima Gupta. Sechi Huang. Granger Huntress. Alex Jones. Elizabeth Jones. Madhav Kalahasti. Vishal Ketrapal. Jason Kobalan. Alina Kuriakos. Lei Lei. Jing Lin. Jiaoqi Liu. Jihan Liu. Yuqian Liu. Di Liu. Lanshao Mei. Vinay Mohan. Lakshmi Neelam Raju. Joe Niewadomski. Soledad Ramirez. Cameron Randall. Allison Rivera. Flor Robles. Sardeep Sen. Michael Sherman. Taylor Smith. Sarah Snelling. Pratik Srivastava. Guanyi Tao. Lakshmi Tippernerni. Devika Vika. Deepak Vangamali. Michael Weiss. Nicole White. Hunter Wilcox. Kelly Williams. And Hao Chen Zhao. Well, please join me in a round of applause for the Master of Science in Business Analytics class of 2014. This will conclude the MSBA recognition ceremony for the class of 2014. Faculty and graduates will recess to the plaza at the conclusion of the Singing of Eyes of Texas. We will be taking a group photo at the fountain outside immediately after the ceremony, so please adjourn to that spot. Please join the graduates, faculty, and administration at the reception in the Alumni Center to offer your congratulations. And now, it is a tradition that we join our new graduates in singing the Eyes of Texas. So if the band will assist us after the song, please remain standing during the faculty procession. And I don't need to say please rise because you already have. So on that note, Director.